Too much internet.
So there was a change in a childhood staple, quote unquote. Um,
Oh.
no, I don't mean that McDonald's brought back the snack wrap because we made an episode last week and McDonald's didn't reply.
Bring
Even
it
though,
back.
Shout out to Lorena, yo. So Lorena, right?
Mhm.
A follower of the podcast, a friend of ours.
Long time friend.
He actually had written to McDonald's, right? Hold on.
I saw that. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Let's see if I could pull up the tweets. I did.
What
All right,
if-
cool.
What if we all wrote to McDonald's and eventually they'll have to bring it back? Right?
At one time, we should all write to McDonald's. We should start a hashtag. Let's start a hashtag, Karina.
Bring back
From here
snack
on
wrap.
What about Snack Wrap 2021?
Yeah, I think that's shorter. Yeah. Oh yeah, that works too.
We could do that because I feel like I want people to know that this was the year the Snack Wrap came back from 2016, 2021. But we gotta make this a real campaign. I feel like this could be something.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we're all led by our leader, Lorena, who also makes TikToks, and we'll probably make a TikTok about Snack Wrap. But that being said, on May 25th, 2020, and her ad is at Mars_Epiphany. I don't know if those are 2 underscores or 1 underscore, but there's underscores. Or you can search Lola Mars. Somebody tweeted out, I'm still mad at Snack Wraps. You see, that's how bad my mouth is salivating. I'm still mad at McDonald's for changing their apple pies. Like, why would you do that? Lorena saw that and was like, they did, right? Lorena saw that and was like, it's funny because I said McDonald's apple pie and for some reason I tasted it in my mouth. That's kind of freaky.
Iconic.
She said, taking snack wraps off the menu, are they crazy? That was May 25th, 2020. McDonald's replied. And they said, to help simplify operations and deliver great customer service in these challenging times, we'll be offering a limited menu. We're sorry that your personal favorite may not be available right now, but we're hopeful to be right back to the regular menu as soon as we can. They're fucking liars. As I stated in the last episode, they're kind of low-key racist, and they want to put goddamn tortillas back onto the menu. Probably not. Shout out to McDonald's. But guess what?
What?
7 months later, not 7 months later, 6 and change later, right? Here comes Lorena again, tweeting at McDonald's. And you know what she said on December 9th, 2020? She said, at McDonald's, free my man Snack Wrap. He didn't even do anything wrong. Bring him back. Crying face emoji. McDonald's said, the menu got changed up because of hard times, Lola. We are still evaluating how to bring things back.
McDonald's was like, hold up. We heard you the
McDonald's
first time.
was like, all right, bitch, relax. You're making it hot. My girl's right there. Yo, all right, we'll bring it back. Yo, I think we should do this. Yo, we should work with her on this. We can make a video about it for Too Much Internet. Snack Wrap 2021.
2021.
We bring it back. Snack Wraps. It could be Snack Wrap 2021. Bring back Snack Wraps and Snack Wrap Daddy, I miss you. Fuck me. Okay, that last one's a little too long. fuck me, Snack Wrap Daddy. Don't choke too hard. We should bring it back. I don't know how I got to. Why did I go to Snack Wrap so easily? Oh, childhood. Wow. I really go derailed, huh?
You
wow.
did.
I really railed. I know it's my fault. I know my fault.
It's never
I'm
me.
sorry.
It's always you.
But it's so worth it. It's so worth to get that thought out because these are things I think about. I'm like, dang, I should have said that on the podcast. And here I am. Aunt Jemima.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima, if for most of y'all who don't know, is it's a company or a brand of pancake mix, syrup, and other breakfast foods. Hold on. And so Aunt Jemima or Aunt Jemima, how do you say it? Aunt, Titi, Tia? What do you say?
Aunt?
I say aunt or aunt. I think I've been saying aunt. I'm not gonna lie. And I just said
aunt.
aunt. Well, Aunt Jemima or Aunt Jemima is one of many brands who have like a racist mascot. And by racist mascot, it's more so that they'll use like a person of color, particularly black people, right?
To sell a
And
product.
they would use them to sell a product because back
Mhm.
then those same people, black people, were more so like either enslaved or they were mainly like maids or cooks and shit.
Mhm.
So they'd see it as a like, oh, like who makes real good pancakes? Aunt Jemima, right? So much so that there's what happened? What is I mean
You're right. You're right.
I,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
yeah.
it's like it's wild, but I mean
It's
I
the
get it
truth.
though because as a kid I didn't grow up thinking like, oh, there's
Oh,
a
this is
black woman on the
racist.
thing.
I mean, but
Yeah.
also they didn't teach about racism in school, so there's that. So
You know what's crazy is that I feel like I had definitely heard about blackface in history class,
it
and
was
then
like
it wasn't
mentioned
until
for
film
like a
school.
second, and
Yeah,
then
like
and
5 seconds,
that's it.
and it wasn't until film school, and I'm like, yo, this is pretty
Oh.
wild. You're telling me that this white man put on a whole black makeup and then like was acting like mad, like wild and very stereotypical, but they could have just got a black guy. First of all, they could have got a black guy to do it, but it's also just mad racist. It
Yeah,
doesn't make
like why would
sense.
you get
I
a
know,
black guy to do?
but
Yeah,
that was just the like, why didn't you just get him to do it? But then I was like, oh wait, but then y'all just making fun of him.
one of him.
It's not that.
Yeah,
It's not that y'all didn't
you
even
do you think
have
he would
one
agree
or
to
have a
that?
person, right? Yeah. And so that shit's crazy. But that being said, I didn't know Eskimo pies was another one. Oh, I guess that makes sense because Eskimo. There's kind of a okay. So there's a lot of different brands.
There's a whole thing. There's like
There's mad
there's
brands.
brands.
Yeah,
There's
there's mad shit that have racist mascots. Like it's hard. In all honest opinion, it's so hard for me to understand, not understand, but like try to evaluate how or when or how you just change the logo and the mascot and all that shit. Because it's just kind of like, all right, like for example, the Washington Redskins. That's a lot. That's a lot.
that's clearly.
But we
like,
also
not,
didn't think about it like too hard back then. Well, back then maybe, but not like so much that they were like, oh, well, it's racist. So they just let that shit like no one gave a fuck. But now we're a little bit more. Sometimes I feel like people use woke as like an insulting thing, but we're a
Yeah.
little bit. We know better, you know.
Yeah.
As years go by, we know better. So the people are like, you know what, this isn't cool. I don't think this is a place where like we gotta like fucking boycott these things, but like it's more like, yo, like, can you make that change, yo?
You can
If you
just
want to
change
grow as a
it.
company and you're about the people, like, change that shit. You don't need it, right? So so Aunt Jemima's one, right? And before I say what it changes to, another one's now it's called the Washington football team instead of Washington
Redskins.
Redskins, right?
Mhm.
So the Land of Lakes, which is like the butter, in April,
butter.
and what year is this? This is 2020. So in April, by this April, they used to have a Native American woman in the front of the thing, of the packaging, and now they're gonna drop it after almost 100 years. They said in a quote, packaging. They need packaging that reflects the foundation and heart of a company culture, and they didn't really like think about the controversy. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have thought about it too much either. I wouldn't have thought about it too much if I didn't know about blackface and all that shit. I wouldn't have looked at Aunt Jemima and be like, "Oh, that's wild," but I'm gonna keep it there. But if this country is evolving, even if we know there's mad racism in the West and shit like that, or everywhere realistically, evolve, move on. You get better shit. This ties into racist like culture.
Like it's not that serious. Like, do you really like a Native
not.
American woman on the label? Like, it doesn't do for nothing for the brand. To
like
be honest,
like my eyes will probably be like, dang, like remember that they had that, and I'll move on.
yeah.
Should everybody else? It's like I get that I am tired of like super critical cancel culture. I'm tired of like super sensitive people on like social media. Not that, but people are more than entitled to their feelings. But I think the easiest way to go about it is just like, yeah, like move on to something else. Like, do better.
Mhm.
Like it's gonna make the change happen.